Hello, I am Dr. Kuldeep and I welcome you all in this video lecture series on mineral metabolism. In this video, we will put our emphasis on magnesium, which is one of the principal elements or macro minerals out of the 7 elements. Adult body contains near about 20 gram of magnesium. The 70% of these is present in bones in combination with calcium and phosphorus. The remaining amount is present in soft tissues and body fluids. Magnesium performs important biochemical functions inside the body. It is required for the formation of bones and teeth along with the calcium and phosphorus. Magnesium serves as cofactor for several enzymes that require ATP molecules. Magnesium is necessary for proper neuromuscular function as the decrease in magnesium levels lead to neuromuscular irritability. Moreover, it also plays an important role in the synthesis of DNA, RNA, and proteins. Recommended daily allowance of the magnesium is 350 milligram per day, and for adult women it is 300 milligram per day. The sources are cereals, nuts, beans, vegetables, meat, milk, etc. The magnesium is absorbed by the intestinal cells through a specific carrier system and about 50% normally get absorbed. Parathyroid hormone increases the absorption of the magnesium, whereas calcium, phosphate and alcohol in a large amount decreases the absorption of magnesium. Normal serum concentration of magnesium is near about 2 to 3 milligram per deciliter. Out of these, 60% is present in ionized form, 30% is present bound to proteins and 10% as combines with other ions. Let us move toward the disease states. Decrease in a serum concentration of magnesium causes hypomagnesemia and increase causes hypermagnesemia. Hypomagnesemia is defined as a plasma concentration lower than the normal serum concentration. Magnesium deficiency is common and is usually multidimensional. Magnesium deficiency has been demonstrated in various patients and it is coexist in patients with other electrolyte abnormalities. The coexistence of other electrolyte abnormalities contributes to the clinical features of hypomagnesemia. The absorption of calcium and magnesium is interdependent, and concomitant deficiencies of both ions are well described. Hypomagnesemia impairs hypocalcemia-induced parathyroid hormone release, whereas these hypocalcemia-induced parathyroid hormone release is corrected rapidly after magnesium therapy. Magnesium deficiency affects mainly the cardiovascular and nervous system, like hypertension, angina, and cardiac arrhythmias. Neuromuscular hyperactivity can present as myoclonus, stridor, dysphagia, or abdominal pain. Convulsions and coma occur late. High serum magnesium level is hypermagnesemia. Is rare but can be seen in patients with renal impairment taking magnesium containing antacids, laxatives, enemas or IV infusions. The most readily detected sign of hypermagnesemia is the disappearance of deep tendon reflexes. Neuromuscular symptoms include depressed respiration and apnea due to the paralysis of voluntary muscles. Electrocardiographic signs include PR interval prolongation, QRS complex and QT interval, complete heart block, and cardiac arrest can occur. Magnesium has been advocated in the treatment of both preeclampsia and eclampsia. It has been used as a tocolytic agent. Tocolytics are the drugs that are used to delay your delivery for a short time if you begin labor too early in your pregnancy. The mechanism of action is still unknown. Magnesium is found to be beneficial in the treatment of eclampsia, a disease with pathophysiology comparable with delayed cerebral ischemia after subarachnoid hemorrhage. Magnesium produces neuroprotection by inhibition of the release of excitatory amino acids and blockage of the N-methyl D-aspartate glutamate receptor. It is also a non-competitive antagonist of voltage-dependent calcium channel. Magnesium is used in the treatment of acute severe asthma in addition to other therapies. It inhibits smooth muscle contraction, histamine release from the mast cell, and acetylcholine release from the cholinergic nerve terminals. Increased magnesium concentration inhibits the release of acetylcholine, whereas increased calcium concentration increases acetylcholine release. Magnesium potentiates the action of non-depolarizing neuromuscular blockers, and hence it is also used in neuromuscular block therapy. If you like this video, then do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Till then, happy learning. See you in the next video on another elements.